What up, where's your man Dreamer? Dream motivates. Listen, today isn't a monumental day. I did something crazy, right? I said, hey, I want to give back to a lot of people that's working hard, grinding. So if you see this dope, sweater on the next 9 episodes, don't think I don't have nothing else to wear. We're doing all these recordings in one day, and this one is blessed beyond measure. Check it out.
Yes.
All right, guys, a special edition of the Entrepreneur Blueprint. We have some amazing entrepreneurs that you're going to meet in the next episode. So the next episode will be another entrepreneur, and after that, it'll be another entrepreneur. So stay tuned, and we're going to have a great series of our podcast content day. And right now, our first one, the genesis of it, I want to introduce you guys to Bless Beyond Measure. My sister, go ahead and introduce yourself. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Clarissa Rodriquez, and I am the founder and owner of Blessed Beyond Measure Financial.
Listen, I'm so happy that you guys got to come in, and you have another special guest that's hanging out with you today.
Yes, this is my beautiful sister-in-law. I'll let her introduce herself.
Hey y'all, I'm Sasha Nieves. I'm Clarissa's sister-in-law. She got me started in this wonderful industry, and we're just here to talk about it.
Yeah.
I want to say how much I love both of y'all smiles, first of all. I don't think everybody, like, some people just need to practice smiling. Like, have you ever seen that person that just smiles and just like, man, where do you get the smile from? And I think it's dope that the vibrations that y'all have are that high where you can smile. And I want to say, even to you, you're smiling even after a couple of days. You had a little situation.
Yes.
And you still smiling. Which brings us blessed to beyond measure, man, because
That's
we're
right.
blessed to be here.
Absolutely.
And I just want to kind of dive into your business. Tell us a little bit about your backstory and what led you to doing your business that you're doing right now.
I'm happy to. So, Blessed Beyond Measure, what financial, what truly inspired the name is just approximately 10 years ago. I decided to give my life over to Christ, and
That's awesome.
yes, absolutely. And I decided to let go and stop trying to be in control of everything. And since then, I've just watched my life dramatically change. I found myself in a circumstance that I thought only happened in movies, or growing up, you only seen in movies. So I find myself just truly blessed, and I got to witness firsthand as a testimony what happens when you give God full control and just say, you know what, throw your hands up and say, you take it and I'll follow. And that's where it led me to Blessed Beyond Measure, because now, again, what feels like my life is a movie, it's not real. Now I get to help families experience the same thing, only from the financial aspect of it.
Give us one of those "My Life is a Movie" episodes. Give me a short story. What is one of those things? Because I definitely got those moments like, whoa, did that just happen? Give me one.
So, one of the things is I didn't grow up in a two-parent household. Well, I did, but it wasn't, they weren't my biological parents.
Okay.
And, I had, a few stepdads and a few stepmoms and got to
Gotcha.
see how that worked, and nothing against it. Like, I love them all so much, and they're all still, for the most part in my life. But, and just seeing things like that, I just thought, like, that's just the way it goes,
Yeah.
So just what I'm learning as an adult is the battles we choose not to fight, our kids will fight. And so, so that way my children, won't have to face those battles, or maybe they will, who knows? At least they'll have an example of what it's like to fight through those battles, to plant your flag and say, like, no matter how ugly this gets, like, this is where we're staying and that's it.
Gotcha.
And just, that's it. Choose to fight those
So
battles.
you control the narrative.
Exactly.
So what you have become what you wish you had.
Exactly.
Is that
And
what
that's
happened?
exactly, I seen a quote one day that said, be the adult you needed when you were a child. And that's exactly who I feel like God is calling me to be.
So when you're looking at your family, so shout out to your beautiful family.
Yes, and my beautiful husband for loving me through it
Shout
as
out
I figured it
shout
out,
out to my brother.
because it
Appreciate
wasn't
you.
always this way.
Yeah, so you have some, you definitely looking like the, that how you look at the poster card and you see the great family.
Yep.
You created that with God first
yes.
in your life. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And so is that what you mean as far as your life as a movie? Is that
Yeah, because
Yeah.
what? and that's just little other things.
I know how that feels.
Yeah.
You know, I was in an adoption center and I was put up for adoption. My mom got me back. And when I see my son and my daughter, I give them what I wish I had. You
Yep.
know what I mean? I want to bring it over to your sister, man.
Yes.
So this is not bloodline, but God line.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Obviously. And so somebody married somebody's brother. Is that what
Yes,
happened?
she married my brother.
Snatched him
Yes.
up. Like
Yes, Clarissa has been in the family
15 years
Yeah.
this Saturday.
15 years.
Wow.
Yes, and she's stuck with it through it all, because my brother.
Yeah.
That's another podcast.
But you know what though? Let me speak, bro. I got your back. We are not nowhere near who we were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, even probably some of us a month ago.
Right.
You know, there's things called paradigm shift that help us shift our life and shift the way we look at things, and that's probably what my bro went through, and it made him a better man, and he's sticking by you. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, you knew brother. Is it your big brother or little brother?
My younger brother.
Oh yeah,
He's
yeah.
a
I'm the
middle
oldest.
child.
Gotcha.
He's the
you
middle
used to get-
child,
you've been
only
on,
boy.
You've been on him for a minute.
Okay.
So, okay, tell me how the relationship is going with having your sister in the business with you. How y'all been rocking that out? How's it been going?
Oh, it's been wonderful. From the get-go, I always knew Clarissa had a heart of gold. She was always just great. Like, just whatever we needed, family-oriented. When she says that she's changing the narrative from where she came from, I would have never known her backstory or her background, because she just fit right in and she just made the family her own. And that's really, as we go into the business aspect, it's really the same.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone she brings on, everyone she talks to, any client that she helps, it really is family oriented. And so the business has been going great because she shows that integrity, and that's something that I will always follow.
I love that. Let me kind of go back to you for a second. I asked you about the movie part, and you did what I used to do when I got interviewed, and I kind of went around it. So I want to go back to it.
Okay.
Go back to a moment when you seen this, and you was like, wow, this is nothing but God. The reason I want to hear that, because I love the name of your business, and I told you what I seen in your life that's going to happen. I told you, and I'll leave that between us.
Yes.
So we can kind of high five and say, bro, you were right. But I want to go back. What was that one moment where you said, whoa? Can you share that with us?
It was maybe years after, it all had happened, but, I found myself at a crossroads, where I could do what I only seen done, and, use that as my excuse as, hey, this is all I've ever known. So I could have done that, gone down that road, or I could choose not to be that way. And honestly, it was an accident at first. I just wanted to go to church. I am Catholic. I'm a proud Catholic. And one of the things that they offer is like the body of Christ, and you cannot receive if you haven't gotten all your sacraments. So my only reason for going back as an adult, I thought, I'm just going to want to be able to receive the body of Christ, so I don't have to go up there like a little kid, because this lets them know that you are not, haven't received your sacrament. So,
okay.
So it was an accident. And so once I was there, I started taking the classes, and I was taking them with my sister, not Sasha, but my younger sister. And it was like, everything started to fall apart, and I had to make a decision, like to stick with it or, run. My sister stopped going, and I thought we were supposed to do this together. I had lost my job, and I was bartending, living the, the high life. And all of these things just started happening. And I'm thinking like, or things started to fall apart. And, I just went full-fledged. Like I said, you know what? I'm going to spend all my time here. Then I'm going to spend all my time at the church. And I slowly but surely like found myself staying. And it was my childhood church, but I didn't know anything. And just since then, looking back at where I was, especially, today, looking back at where I was, the path that I was heading down, just who I was on the inside, I was angry as angry could get, just because, but, I'd smile, but deep down I was angry, and I'm no longer angry.
Yeah.
I no longer want to control. I no longer, I know grace, and because I know grace, I'm a completely different person than who I was.
Got you. So, Sasha, you having pretty much a close-up view of this whole situation, and now you guys are kind of like, rocking and rolling as far as business, and actually blessing people to learn how to financially, which is so many scriptures in the Bible that talks about how we need to kind of, watch and be a good steward of our money. How has watching her reflected both you guys' business, and what is to come? Like, what do you see yourself at the end of this year compounding?
Wow. It's amazing. The way you phrased that was great, because I had a conversation today with someone who had great intention with what they were bringing. They asked me like, hey, send your resume here. I've got this great opportunity I think you'd be great for, and this is what the salary looks like. And in that moment, it's like it went in one ear and out the other.
Wow.
And previously it'd be like, oh yes, let me send this resume. Like, let me get this going. And so that literally today told me, just have faith.
Yeah.
Because it's coming.
Yes.
And and if I can be frank, it was my mom.
Whoa.
So my mom, of course, she's going to be looking out for all of her kids and like making sure this is where you want to be. And I'm sure it was hard for her to hear, like, you gonna turn me down,
Right. Yeah.
But I'm telling you, in that moment, my heart was just, we are going to help families.
Yeah.
And we're going to help them grow, and we're going to grow. And I have full faith. I'm all in with what we are doing financially for ourselves, for our families. And so I see the growth. It's going to compound, and we're just going to keep getting at it.
Yeah.
And just trusting God.
And I'm going to say this from a mentor and coach perspective. What you both have is something, to be honest, you really just can't teach.
And if I can go back to my life as a movie, how many of us know somebody who is debt free? Like, or what is the ratio of people that we know that is debt free?
Yeah.
I completed my financial needs analysis in January to see kind of what that looked like. My husband and I, mind you, we just closed on a mortgage a year and 10 months ago, 30-year mortgage. We have 2 car notes. We put solar panels on the house, which is not always the best idea, but you know what? We did it. But we know what kind of note that comes with. New windows, 15, we were financially ignorant. Don't judge us, but it's who we are today, not where we were. 15, to $20,000 in credit card debt, student loans, you name it. We can be debt. We were looking at being in debt for the next 27 years.
Whoa.
At the rate that we're going now, just paying the minimums. It's about roughly $250,000 in the interest that we would have paid. We will be saving about $160,000 in interest, and we are going to be debt free in, what was it, 8 years and 11 months, and that was in January.
Wow.
That's at the house and everything underneath it.
Wow.
In addition to that, what I also learned is through this financial needs analysis is that it doesn't stop there. Through this financial needs analysis, it says, Clarissa, Jonathan, you guys are 30 and 31 right now, but when you're debt free at 39 and 40, put that same money that you were putting towards your debt to your retirement. You guys can retire with an additional $5 million by the time Jonathan is 67.
Wow.
And I have my financial needs analysis, and I'm thinking, like, that is a movie. Like,
Yeah.
Lord, what? Like, is this a joke? Like, pinch me. Am I dreaming? And then I get to help other families achieve those same goals. Like, what? So when I say that my life is a movie, I'm thinking, like, anytime something hard happens, I'm like, I can, with 100%, not a shadow of a doubt, like, just look the other way because I know that means something better is coming. So.
And you were able both to show people how to do this based on the service that you offer, which I think is dope because in school they don't teach this.
100%.
They don't teach it, and I think that's systemically set up. That's my opinion. Sticking to that one. And I can see you guys' eyes light up when somebody literally gets it. Like, this is math. You can't really. 1 + 1 is 2. It's not an opinion. It's a fact. So, you being able to share this with people and you see their eyes light up, what does that make you guys feel when they finally get it and they learn what you just learned?
That just lets me know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. That's all I'm called to do, is just help people steward what they have. Hey, we're not asking you to do anything that we're not doing, but I just want to share it. That's all we want to do, is just share it with whatever we get. And as we learn, just sharing it and touching as many people as we can. So that's all we want to do.
Now, I will say, Sasha, this is my first time hearing someone do it and niche down, which I think is very necessary because my daughter's a cosmetologist. So I want to talk about your love for that industry, and I know why you want to do it, but I'm just asking you, is it because that they're making a lot of money quick and literally they don't know what to do it and it burns away? Is that kind of like what's happening?
Oh, yeah, for sure. As a former cosmetology teacher, you see these students, they are just hustlers. They are just so great at their craft. And while that piece is wonderful, they've got the skill down, the financial skill is not there. And for me, yes, it's wonderful for you to offer all these services and be so good and make all this money and spend it right here and right now. But at one point, you won't be able to stand on your feet. You won't be able to use your hands. That carpal tunnel will set in. You'll get tired. And that money needs to be set away, savings. You need to have an emergency fund, retirement. You need all that in place. You need life insurance to protect that income if you are, which majority of our industry is women and single parent. And if you have children, like you need to have them set up. And so I also worked in private education, public education, Title I schools, all of it. And when you get to see all the things that I see, you can't help but educate the people in your industry. You have to, because you know where they came from, and you know where you want them to be and where they want to grow. So,
man, I want to give you a segment called Sasha's Big Sister Moment, and if you could look in this lens into all the cosmetologists across the United States, what's one message that you want to share with them that they can take? If they take this one message, they can really change their life. What would you tell them?
I would say, baby girl, baby boy, your skill is there. Your craft is wonderful. You are going to achieve everything you want in life, but we need to keep that going. Your craft, your skill, wonderful. You'll be able to teach the next person, and the next person will be able to teach the next person. So allow me as an educator in this industry to teach you the financial literacy you need to be successful for generations to come.
I think that's so powerful. I'm definitely sending that to my
And
baby.
where can they find you
Yes.
if they want to contact you?
Yes. That was my next question.
Yes. So you can find me at Artisan Wealth Advisors on all social media platforms. I am dying to help you get everything in order. Please allow me that opportunity to make you continue to be successful in this industry, because I love it. And I know if you love it, then you'll know we can do this.
I got a chance to meet you guys' team the other day. Shout out to your team. Everybody's super cool, and I'm looking forward to seeing the multiplication because I already know
Yes.
what's about to happen. It's about to go crazy. I want to give you this big sister moment too. Just kind of as a leader and what you got going on. I definitely want to give you this opportunity to kind of pour into somebody that's looking right now, and they just literally need an opportunity. I want to hear from you in this camera, and just let them know something that they can take away from today. That's a special message from you.
A special message from me is I'm nobody. I'm just a person just like you. I didn't want anybody in my business when it comes to my finances, but we want to stop being ignorant, stop being financially ignorant, allow a professional to help you. It's not going to be pretty at first, and that's okay because it's not where you are, it's where you're going. And who you were before this does not determine anything. And I would love to help you. No judgment, it is what it is, but I'm happy to help in whatever that looks like, whether that's, so let's just get together and we'll start there, and then we'll go, even if, maybe it's, the situation is, okay, maybe I'm not so young. What does that look like if I thought I was set up and it turns out I've gotten to a certain point in my life and I realize I'm not? Let's sit down, let's talk. I'm happy to help.
Now, how can they get in contact with you? So I know y'all listening.
Yes.
I know you trying to, figure out Sasha. Sasha got leaned in on you a little bit, so y'all writing it down or putting in your notes. So go ahead and pull your notes back out and let them know exactly how they can get in contact with you.
So it's Blessed Beyond Measure Financial, all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. So just look me up in any one of those social platforms and you'll be able to find my contact information, and my website will be linked.
Well, listen, I'm super excited. I'm so glad that you guys came in. I know you guys got busy schedules, came here to hang with us here at Dream Media Agency, and I can't wait to see what's about to happen. And I want to just kind of pour into you guys just for a second.
Yeah.
What you guys have, in my opinion, cannot be taught. You can't teach it. You know what I mean? The favor is not fair sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And if you keep swinging, you're going to hit some home runs. You're going to strike out sometimes, but you got to keep swinging. And so treat every day as the opportunity that is in front of you. Don't take it for granted.
Right.
And keep putting somebody in front of the information. That's all you need to do. That's all you got to do. Constantly be in front of the camera. I know this might seem vain, but listen, the dope thing is that this video will outlive you.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody's going to see this and be like, yo, I had to connect with them. So listen, guys, this is your man Dream with Dream Motivates. We are right here at the Entrepreneur Blueprint with my sisters, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, man.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, man, I appreciate it. We got special guests coming up with this podcast series. So y'all stay tuned. It's your man Dream with Dream Motivates. Be blessed beyond measure.